Well, I wanted to do this video on child support, the big old CS, the big corporate agenda against men to emasculate men. Now, here's my big theory with child support. As me as a man, I feel I'm not too against supporting my kid. Obviously, if I have a kid, but to be corporately or to have the court impose some type of sanction or some type of fine that I have to pay for a kid who I may not want, I don't feel like that's cool. I don't have any kids right now. I'm not looking to have any kids because the legal system is screwed up the way it is right now. You have women who have basically a bunch of dudes on child support, or a dude on child support. It's kind of like extortion. It's like an extortion racket, technically. You have sex with somebody and you were irresponsible, and you basically get to receive some sort of pay for being responsible. Now, as a woman, you have to you have to choose men better. And if they took away child support, I feel like we would have less single families. But there's a reason why child support is implemented, because a family that is not solid, a family that's not together, is a family that can be easily broken apart. So the judicial system and the other systems, or the powers that be, do not want a man, a woman, and a child to be together. And you think, why? Usually there's so many issues with kids that come out of single parent families, like psychological issues that we really see day to day, but we don't see it as an issue because we see it so much. There's so many single women, there's so many single parents, and women actually look at it like a badge of honor. I'm a single mom. That's not a badge of honor. You want to use your bad decisions as a badge of honor. If you're a single mom, that's a problem. That's not a badge of honor. So single moms get mad, but it's like, dude, you keep choosing ain't shit dudes, and I know they want to deflect it to the dudes, like, oh, if they were who we thought they were, or if they would stop playing games. No, you have to understand this as a woman. You have to choose your men better. I want to have an honest talk with you. Stop choosing off of swag. Stop choosing off of other girls like him, so I had to get him first. Now he got me pregnant. Now all the other girls gonna be jealous. Or I'm gonna have a baby to fuck up your life. So I know you got shit going on, but not anymore. Now you gotta be with me. Sometimes women have babies by accident, sometimes by rape. And, I'm not saying that, there's scenarios that women have babies that are, kind of crazy. I would never say that. I'm not going to say whole. I don't speak in general. But my theory is with child support. I think that it's very unfair. And as a young man today, I think you really need to think about who you lay with. It's getting to that point because the judicial system ain't playing with you. They're not playing with you at all. If you have a kid, she's going to get you for child support. That is what it is. And don't let her tell you that she isn't. Yes, she'll do it, because if she gets spiteful, women will do anything when they're spiteful. My theory of a woman is this: a woman will do anything for you if she loves you. She'll do anything to you if she hates you. Dead serious. Women are more diabolical than men. I give it to them. They got that. They got that. With that, I'll take my hat off to them on that one. But as a man, you have to know how to protect yourself. The legal system right now is not built for you, so I would not get married. I'm just going to be honest with you. And these suckers and these simps keep getting married. They keep getting married, and then they get divorced, and then they don't have nothing, and they wonder why. So child support is one of those big things that I don't feel like child support should be needed. I feel like this: if child support was taken away, we wouldn't have so many single parents. If child support was gone, we wouldn't have so many single parents. And I know women would argue it and say that's not fair, because then I'm forced to take care of this baby by myself. That's a decision you have to think of when you lay with a man. It would be harder for lames to get pussy. Right now, it's easy for lames to get pussy. It's very easy because it's the era of the lane. It's the era of the street dude. And you sit back and you sleep with these dudes and they dope boys, and then you get pregnant. Now you stuck with a kid, And he like, bye, bitch. I don't make no legal money. If you try to take me to court, I'm gonna say I make $300 a week. You know what I'm saying? And he can do it. But then you could be like, well, you got drugs stashed over here, and then get him locked up. What does that do? This is the thing about child support. If you don't pay for this child, I'll lock you up. So either way, you're not getting the money. And then you got to put a lien on. Like, what do? He can't get a driver's license and all this stuff. So it just messes up everything, and it's just done out of spite and stupidity. I've never been a big fan of child support. My mom got child support for me from my dad when he was married, but I wasn't cool with it. You know, I didn't know any better as a kid. You know, as a kid, you're like, oh yeah, he's supposed to do that. Then you start getting older, you're like, why is he supposed to do that? You know what I'm saying? He's not obligated to me as a kid. You know, it was his choice. So I think what a lot of women need to do is they really need to start reevaluating this. And a lot of guys need to start reevaluating. I would say if men, wear a condom or work on your pull-out dismount game, because it's not built for you. The system is not built for you. You're getting women pregnant and you're getting taken to the cleaners. Look at all these rappers, all this child support stuff, and dudes don't get no smarter. They just keep going through the same thing. I don't understand it. Like, for me, child support should be to support the child, not to support you getting new nails and all that stuff. But even then, it's not used for that. It's used as extortion and control. You have to pay to see your kid, pay to play. If you want to see your kids, you better pay child support. Ooh, and then you go in front of the court, and there's not a good chance that you're going to get 50% custody of your kid. So if I was a man, well, I am a man, I say fuck that shit. I'm not dealing with child support. I'm not having no illegitimate kids. I'm not dealing with it because the system's not for me. Now, if you look at child support, if they took that away, I guarantee you there'll be less single moms and less the household would be more of a family because women would be forced to choose better men. Now, the part about child support that's not fair is a woman can have an abortion and she still doesn't have to pay the guy child support for having an abortion. Or she could give her kid up for adoption and not have to pay child support to the family she gave her kid up for adoption to. So how's that fair? You're doing the same act. When a man walks away from his kids, it's the exact same act of you giving your kid up for abortion. When a man leaves his kid, it's the same way of you know, it's basically the same thing. But you think about it, the feminist movement and all this stuff. Women need help. We need financial help. All it is with that movement is it's meant to break the family up. It's meant to make women to want to be like men, and men don't know where to go now. You don't know how to act like a man, because if you act like a man in front of a woman, then you're a problem. You're difficult. I had so many women tell me I'm difficult. Like, you're difficult. Why are you so difficult? Because I have a fucking right and left side of my brain and it works. Bitch, I'm not gonna sit there and let you tell me everything. You tell me you don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need you. But I look at child support as the biggest crock of shit ever created between a woman and a man. Ever. And for me, I will never have a kid. Never. I will never get married. I will never have a kid. And I'm going to enjoy my life traveling. I will never have a kid. And then, you know what? These dudes, they still keep having kids. They'll be on child support and still keep having kids. Like, you don't learn. You don't learn. I think that, I think there's a lot of idiots in today's society. But my final on child support is this. I try not to make my videos more than 10 minutes because the average attention span is probably like 5-10 minutes anyway. My final on child support is child support was created to break up the household. As we see more single parents than we see actual functional families. We see more dysfunctional families opposed to functional families. How is this correct? How is this a good process? If we see this, it should be a functional family. We should have more functional families than we have dysfunctional families. But this is a process that was created to keep distance in a household. So when a woman puts another man on child support, I automatically will not date that woman because I know how she rolls and she would do it to me. You guys got to wake up. Child support, that's my last thought on it. I got more thoughts, but that's it.